Have you ever looked at someone in their 80s still sharp, still steady on their feet, and quietly wondered, how do they do it? Why do some people seem to thrive well into their golden years, while others start fading far too soon? It turns out, the answer isn't just in their genes. It's hidden in four quiet forces that sneak up on us with age. And the sooner we recognize them, the more power we have to live longer and live better. I remember visiting my grandfather on his 83rd birthday. He smiled, still strong in spirit, but his hands trembled just slightly as he held his coffee mug. His eyes, once bright and mischievous, looked a bit more tired than I remembered. That night, he told me something I'll never forget. I don't fear getting old. I fear feeling useless. His words stayed with me. And over time, as I met more seniors, listened to their stories, and watched their health journeys unfold, I began to notice a pattern. There were four invisible struggles that showed up again and again, quietly stealing their strength, their joy, and sometimes their independence. Today, I want to share those with you, not to frighten you, but to empower you. Let's begin. 1. Silent inflammation, the hidden fire within. It doesn't burn your skin or make you cough, but it's there beneath the surface. Doctors call it inflammaging, a low, chronic level of inflammation that builds up quietly inside the body as we age. And for many people over 80, it becomes the silent force behind fatigue, brain fog, aching joints, and even heart problems. I think of George, 82. He walked every day, never smoked, rarely drank, but he often felt off, foggy, stiff, always tired. His checkups looked normal, but deeper tests revealed high inflammation levels. It wasn't dramatic, just steady wear and tear that had been simmering for years. And that's the danger. Inflammation creeps in through years of stress, processed food, poor sleep, and inactivity. It weakens the immune system, speeds up aging, makes recovery harder. But here's the hope: you can lower it sometimes with just a walk, a shift in your plate, or a more peaceful night's rest. Every little change lowers the flame. 2. Muscle loss, the quiet thief of strength. After 60, our muscles naturally shrink unless we work to maintain them. And after 80, the process speeds up. It starts small. Maybe you avoid stairs, struggle to open a jar, need to lean on the wall a bit more. But over time, the loss of muscle leads to unsteadiness, fatigue, and falls. And one fall, just one, can take months to recover from or change a life forever. I'll never forget Frank, 84, cheerful and independent until one misstep on the rug led to a hip fracture. Suddenly, His world shrank from garden walks to hospital rooms, all because his body was weaker than he realized. Muscle is more than strength, it's balance, blood sugar control, confidence, and we can rebuild it at any age. Even gentle resistance bands, light weights, or standing exercises can help. It's not about fitness, it's about freedom. And yes, it's still possible, even at 85. 3. Poor sleep, the missing piece. No one talks about. Most older adults think broken sleep is just part of aging. And in some ways, yes, sleep changes after 70. But poor quality sleep isn't just tiring. It's dangerous. Your body heals during sleep. Your brain clears toxins. Your immune system recharges. When sleep becomes shallow or fragmented, everything suffers: your memory, your focus, your energy, even your balance. Alice, 86, thought it was normal to wake up 4 or 5 times a night, but she also noticed her mood slipping. She was catching colds more often. She felt disconnected. After making simple changes, dimming the lights in the evening, setting a sleep schedule, moving more during the day, her nights improved. And with that, so did her energy, her memory, and even her sense of joy. Sleep isn't just about closing your eyes, it's medicine. And after 80, it's one of the most powerful tools we still have. 4. Loneliness, the most underestimated health risk. It's the quietest danger, and perhaps the most heartbreaking. Loneliness. After 80, many people outlive their spouse, their siblings, and even some friends. Children live far. Mobility changes. The world shrinks. And in that shrinking comes silence, not just in the room, but in the soul. Bill, 88, once told me, "The hardest part isn't being alone. It's feeling like no one needs you anymore." Studies now show loneliness is as damaging as smoking or obesity. It increases the risk of dementia, heart disease, and depression. But it doesn't take a village to change it. Purpose can be as simple as feeding the birds, sending a letter, watering your garden, or calling a neighbor. Connection doesn't have to be loud, it just has to be real. If you or someone you love is drifting into that quiet space, reach out, not out of pity, but out of honor, because the heart doesn't stop beating when the body tires. It stops when it's forgotten. Living beyond 80 is a beautiful gift, but it's not just about age, it's about awareness. The people who thrive after 80 aren't lucky, they're prepared. They fight the fire of inflammation with food and movement. They defend their strength by moving daily, even just a little. They treasure sleep as the healing power it is. And they hold on to purpose not because they're busy, but because they're still deeply alive. So, if you're over 60, 70, 80, or love someone who is, remember this. Aging is not about giving up. It's about paying attention. And sometimes, the smallest changes make the biggest difference. If this message touched you, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 4 signs have you seen in your own life or in someone close to you? Leave a comment below and share your experience. Your words may help someone else feel less alone and more hopeful. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a gentle reminder. There is still time to heal, still strength to build, still light to carry. Because aging well isn't about what we've lost. It's about what we choose to keep.